The following program is brought to you by Naleo TV, the people's platform.
Aloha! Welcome to another edition of Coulda, Shoulda, Woulda, episode number 85. J-E-I-B-E.
John Henricks.
Hey, thank you very much for tuning on in. It is preseason week number 2. We had our Hall of Fame game. Panthers won. They win the game and lose their backup quarterback, Haynes King.
No,
yeah,
for real?
Pulled a hamstring.
No.
They ended up signing
Not
back.
on that play.
I think
The
so.
dive
towards
in?
the end.
Oh.
Kyler Trask is now back into the NFL again.
From Florida.
Yeah,
Wait, real quick. If that preseason game, which that Hall of Fame game is
was that good?
if it's any indication of the season we're going to get, oh man, we are in for a treat because that was fun. That was a fun game to watch.
Super fun.
Super fun.
Let me tell you too, man. Just real
never
quick,
seen a Hall of
because I
Fame
know we
game.
got a lot to go on here.
We do.
but
We got a lot.
Again, big week of football this week. 6 Thursday games, John. Okay.
Holy cow.
3 Friday NFL games, John. 7 Saturday NFL preseason games. Okay, so they're giving you a feel. Hey, you had high school ball already kind of rolling on, but we're going to give you that NFL. They say so.
Beautiful.
Look in for that. Forward to that, rather.
I'll rest
A lot
up
of
for
football.
that.
You should be able to get it. But let's kick things off. We're going to do each division,
Okay.
and we'll back and forth.
Trade.
I will give you who my take is
Yeah.
for the division,
Mhm.
and then you either agree or disagree, and we'll go from there.
I'm going to disagree every time to make it fun. We got to agree. There's no fun in agreeing. That's not how this country works.
In the NFL, and its brain power says, hey,
Yes.
we need to make it exciting. We can't have the same team playing each other. Well,
Right.
they kind of do. There's only 32 teams, okay?
True.
But they do match up division-wise. So the first one is the NFC East that we're going to be talking about.
Oh.
And this year they'll be going up against the AFC South.
Ooh, I like that for us.
Yeah.
Us meaning the Cowboys. Oh,
Well,
don't get ahead of your. Be
interesting.
careful what you wish for. But AFC South's not a hot, anyway, good. Okay, good. Thank you.
So there we go, man.
Like that.
We're looking at the Dallas Cowboys.
Whom? Okay.
I'm going ahead and picking them from 7-9-1.
Yeah.
To win it myself, I believe they will go in excess. Oh God, of
It's embarrassed.
12 game wins.
Wow.
12 this year. Okay,
That's a big five. That's a five increase of 5 wins. Well, that's high. Let's give us that 4.5 wins increase. That's a big margin. And I promise to disagree with everything you said, but I'm not going to.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to. Objectively, I like what the Cowboys have done,
Okay.
and improving their team. Okay, all right. First off the bat. Secondarily, I mean, I got a lot of questions with both the Giants and the Commanders.
Right.
I got a lot of questions there. Giants are the trendy pick.
Right.
I don't follow trends. I'm not a trend follower. I'm a trend setter.
My little brother goes Harbaugh.
First year. And by
That's
the way,
what I said. First year.
if he's so great, why need he stay in Baltimore and retire there if he's so
There you go,
darn
man.
great? And then so it just comes down to me by process of elimination between the Cowboys and Eagles. And I'm gonna, if they were, let's just say they're evenly matched at this point with everything on paper and everything we've seen in trade, then I'm gonna go optimism for my Dallas Cowboys and say they will win the East.
There we go.
So right off the bat, but that was the easy one maybe.
Christian Parker from that Fangio tree there. We'll see how he does against his former boss there. So
Yeah.
both of
I
us
like
are in
that
agreement
add-on.
with the Cowboys.
The Dallas Cowboys.
All right, we move onward to the North. Okay, and
NFC North.
and the
Okay.
North, they have in there. We've got the Vikings, the Bears, the Packers, and the Lions.
Okay. Wow.
You go ahead and pick.
Stacked. And then who is their who are they playing as their AFC counterpart?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I like knowing that.
That's
kinda
going to
cool.
be the AFC East.
tougher maybe.
Yeah.
You get to play the Dolphins or the Jets. Maybe.
Patriots?
That's a nice. No, I'm just thinking about the cupcakes. Yeah, but the Patriots or the Bills are tough. That's tough. That's tough. That's a tough one. Process of elimination. I don't think Kyler Murray can come in and win that division as a rookie in that division. So I'm going to possibly eliminate them out. So now we're left, really, and I'm gonna take out the Lions. They've had some troubles on defense, and they've lost Terry and Arnold for the year due to some complications that may have been self-inflicted, so to speak. So I'm gonna cut them out too, and I'm down to looking at the Packers, and help me out again.
Vikings.
No,
Vikings, Bears,
and Packers, which is great. This is great because that's a natural rivalry. Ooh, that's tough with the healthy Micah Parsons and a healthy Tucker Kraft and Jordan Love. I'm going to say Packers to be a little bit non-trendy because everybody loves Ben Johnson in year 2 and Caleb with him in year 2. But I'm going to trust the Packers defense over the Bears defense.
With Micah Parsons. He needs to be there.
Yeah. No, and he will eventually. I don't think he's starting
No.
out, but he'll get there. I'm going to go with the Packers on the strength of their defense and Jordan Love playing at least as well or better than Caleb Williams.
Well, I will go against you, and I will go with the Detroit Lions.
Whoa!
Mr. Campbell and the rest of the boys, 9-8 last year, again in the double-digit arena, 11 wins for them.
Mm-hmm.
But again, everything's flowing. Jahmyr Gibbs gets re-signed, gets a big old contract. Okay,
He's really good.
Everybody's there. Things are looking pretty well for the Detroit Lions. Now, granted, there's a lot of pundits saying all 4 teams have a possibility of getting into the playoffs.
Okay. Well, all 32 teams have a possibility of getting into the playoffs, but I think you're just trolling me right now.
9-8 for the Vikings last
You
year.
know how I feel about Dan Gamble and the Lions. You're
9-8
trolling
last
me a little.
year.
You're trolling me a little bit. And you're trolling me a little bit, maybe. But I think that's a dark horse pick, given their trajectory and the fact that they didn't make a lot of moves
other than re-signing Gibbs. They didn't make a lot of moves. I don't know how great their draft was. And they are not the poster boys or the popular picks or whatever it might be. I think it's the Bears. So good for you. You're going out on a limb and taking the Lions. Good for you.
And you're going with the Bears.
No, I'm going with the Packers.
Packers.
I'm going with the Packers. Put it in ink. Put it in ink. I'm going with the Packers.
All right. Moving
For some
right
of my Packer, I got a lot of Packer friends out there, and not a lot of Bear friends. So I'm going with them too. You know who you are. I can't name names. You're in the witness protection program right now.
Then we go to the NFC South, and if you watched last week's show, you'll already know where I'm headed there. Okay, NFC South, they're going to be going up against the AFC North.
Tough.
Okay.
Well, kind of tough.
So the North, man, Bengals, Steelers, Browns, Ravens.
Yeah.
So they got their
Tough-
work cut
tough
out for
games,
them
man.
too. But they got Tyler Shuck
Yes, sir.
in the realm again of a QB extraordinaire. Yeah, they're putting him up there already, especially during the preseason here. Okay, well, preseason, who you going against? Guys trying to make the team. We'll see.
Okay.
But everything points in a positive direction. At the end, they signed over from Jacksonville, and now he's going to be doing some damage for the Saints. Kamara
I love it.
got a little bit more money to extend his career out. But, I mean, these guys will be going up against the North. And, again, they got a pretty good opportunity here, pretty good defense. So we shall see. And, again, the second-year coach.
And we love Kellen Moore.
Right.
I think we still do.
Uh-huh.
I don't think he abandoned the
Right.
Cowboys. And, Dak had some of his best years under Kellen Moore's tutelage. I'm going to go process of elimination again, too, and just kind of
Take out the teams that I don't think have a chance, and that would be the Falcons. And then remind me.
Buccaneers and Panthers.
Okay. Ooh. I can only really eliminate the Falcons from this equation because of the quarterback questions, and they're having trouble on defense with injuries and also, let's just say, issues with some of their players that might prevent them from being on the field. So I'm going to eliminate the Falcons right off the bat, even though I love Stefanski as a hire. I'm going to eliminate them, and I'm going to I don't like the Buccaneers anymore because I don't like Baker Mayfield anymore. I never loved him, but I'm just
Baker
not,
bias.
a prejudice, if you will, against Baker and his big mouth and stuff like that, and his kind of. I'm getting tired of the chocolate chip cookie on my shoulder act. It's wearing thin. It seems almost like the Jordan thing, which I love. Nobody's better than MJ. Like he used to concoct things to like motivate himself. Well, you're not Jordan. Okay, so I'm going to eliminate them too. I'm going to say it's between the Panthers
And and the Saints. And what I'm going to do is I'm not going to take the trendy Saints. I'm going to go with Dave
Hey,
Canales
Canale.
and Bryce Young. I'm taking your team that you had called out a few years ago as going to be like the team that causes an uprising. And I want to
whisper. Dave
I want to
Canales.
note that Mr. Roscoe has abandoned them already as going with the Saints.
I look at the Saints, boy, yeah, I have an up-and-coming team there quite a bit. So
I'm going to go with the defense of the Panthers, the run game there, and I'm going to go with the fact that it's a Bryce Young show it, or it's a prove it year for him. He didn't get the extension as far as I'm aware. So this is a big year for him. He had a big improvements last year. I thought he played really, really well in that game against the Rams in the tournament. Better than I thought Bryce Young could play. Not perfectly, but he had a good showing in his biggest moment. So I'm going with Dave Canales and the Panthers.
I will tell you this, man, their latter part of their season, okay? The last 4 games of this season are Dallas, at home versus Seattle, at home versus Tampa Bay, and on the road against Seattle. So those 4 games.
Well, I didn't know that, but I'm still
Yeah.
sticking with it.
Yeah.
Sticking with it. I'm sticking with Dave Canales and the Panthers and Bryce Young showing up and showing out.
I hopped on
Proving
that
us all wrong. Not too small, not too tiny. He can get it done.
And then we have one last one for the NFC side of things, okay?
This is the one, though. This is the one.
NFC West will be going against the AFC West.
Oh,
So pretty good matchups.
West
there.
on West.
Yeah.
Chiefs, Chargers,
Yeah,
Broncos,
right.
Raiders, with Kirk Cousins at the helm. Uncle Kirk.
Boy, oh boy.
Yeah, I
So-
mean, that's a tough one. Yeah, that's a tough one to third.
12-5 last year, missing the Super Bowl
Barely.
to the champion Seahawks.
Eventual champions.
Okay.
Yeah.
But Myles Garrett, and sure looks everything points in the direction of Aaron Donald coming back.
Could be.
So
Looks good.
they go from 12-5 to 13-4. And
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not very modest prediction given the roster that they have
Yeah.
assembled.
Everybody's saying that is
Holy
the
mackerel.
best.
Well, it's one of the better rosters you're gonna on paper, as we like to say all the time, or on a spreadsheet, or wherever you want to do it on video.
I mean, take a look. Look, my, Stafford,
You want to name some
QB,
names?
Kyron Williams,
go ahead.
running back.
Yeah.
Puka Nakua, wide
Yeah.
receiver.
Love
Devontae
Puka.
Adams,
Love
wide
Devontae.
receiver, man.
Yeah.
Colby Parkinson, the tight end.
Beautiful.
Okay,
Yep.
and it just goes all the way around. They
Defense.
got defense. Where you want to go there? Huh? Kobe Turner,
Yeah.
Poona Ford,
Yeah. McDuffie.
Miles Garrett.
Miles Garrett.
Gosh darn it.
Maybe Don. And on
Quentin Lake.
on
Yeah.
Aaron Donald, they'll quote Mr. McVay.
Coach McVay used was that all arrows are pointing up.
Yeah.
I love that for them and for the team. And how exciting is that for Aaron Donald after retiring to come back? Go, wait a minute. I kind of feel like I got a little cream puff ring to add to
Do I
my
need it or
to
do I
add
need
to my
it?
resume. Not about need at this point. It's about greed. Ain't about need. It's about greed. And I like me some greed. I'm not looking for any hot takes here. I mean, sure. I don't want to disrespect Seattle and what they did. And I'll say this about Seattle. The only thing that would give me, not only thing, one of the things that would give me pause of saying it's the Rams to lose, which I said that on the last podcast, not just the division, it's their Super Bowl to lose. I mean, really, it is, in my mind. This roster that we're looking at is one of the best, most complete rosters with a quality coach, too, and a quality organization, not just
there
the
you go.
players.
We don't even that part of it. Yeah.
That I've seen in years.
Years. So the only thing that, not only thing, but one of the things that gives me pause is I really, really like Coach McDonald in Seattle. He's really caught my eye as a coach that does it right. Not just from execution, game planning, in-game decisions, when to challenge, when not to, when to use your timeouts. All these things that head coaches do that get overlooked that affect outcome of games, but his composure, his demeanor, he's not looking for headlines. He's all about winning, but he doesn't seem so bland and boring that he's not motivating the team. I'm picking the Rams, but I just don't want to disrespect the Seahawks so much, not to mention the fact that they are legitimate Super Bowl winners, no doubt about it. They beat the Rams twice last year,
Right.
to win that Super Bowl.
Twice.
I don't care about the against the Patriots game, the real Super Bowl. I don't care about that. They earned it in those games, but it's the Rams.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
So John and I both go Cowboys.
Yeah, we did.
I go with the Lions. John goes with the Packers.
I do.
I go with the Saints, and
Yeah.
John goes with the Panthers.
I'm 100%.
And we both go with the Rams.
We have to.
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't, you're just a Seahawks fan or you're trolling.
There we go.
There are no trolls in this room.
How it all pans out.
I love it.
If somebody comes up to
That's exciting.
bite us here, who is not even mentioned in this conversation, we'll find out.
That's their job.
Very much so.
Do your
Very
job.
much
Prove us
so.
wrong.
All right, move over to the AFC East.
Love it. Let's start out.
The East will be going up against the NFC North.
Okay. That's tough.
Wow.
Vikings, Bears, Lions. Packers. Yeah, tough. Okay.
So
This is easy for me. I'll go first.
I would
I'll
you go
first. I'll
first.
make it
All right.
easy for you
All right.
so that you can disagree and upset me. Before I go on, Mrs. Hendricks took umbrage, if you like that word. She was not pleased with my comments about Josh Allen, where if they don't win this year, at least, they don't have to win the Super Bowl, but if they don't do well this year in the tournament and Josh has a bad game, it's not good for him. She did not like that. And I'm not even talking about playing around not like it. She mad. There's some, anyway.
We're
Bill.
having hot dogs tonight for dinner.
I did not receive a dinner that evening.
There you
I make
go.
my own hot dog. Anyway, with mayonnaise. Hot dogs with mayonnaise.
There
Check
you
it out. Mayonnaise. This is easy for me. Elimination. Dolphins eliminated. What's the other?
Jets.
Jets. Don't get me started there. I won't even talk about Jets. So it becomes down to the Patriots and the Bills. Patriots go from having the easiest schedule in the history of any sport that was ever created by man or God last year to having, oh man, look it up. You Google it. Google the Patriots schedule. Like, whoo, doggy. So the thing that Patriots have at their advantage this year is if they do make it to the tournament, they will be tested. They were not tested last time. They went to the tournament, and a lot of things fell their way to get to the Super Bowl, to get that golden ticket. So that's the good news for them. The bad news is that they have to play all those teams. So it's the Bills for me all day long. Patriots regression. They got A.J. Brown. They made some good additions. They shored up their offensive line. Smart. They're moving guys around on their offensive line. So I'm not saying like they're standing pat. Come on. Give me a break. That was good. But all that being said, I like the additions too. I like getting rid of McDermott. I like the subtractions of McDermott. I like the addition. I like Brady as coach. DJ Moore coming in as a receiver. Securing some offensive line help too. Some great defensive acquisitions.
Leonard as the DC.
I love Leonard as a DC. I liked him as a player. Remember as a player,
Right,
whole new look there. I'm going to look for Brady to be a better game manager because Sean McDermott cost him so many games not throwing that red flag to challenge plays that should have been challenged, he would have won, not knowing how to use his timeouts. 13 seconds was his fault. Josh's big chance.
Yikes.
He's gone.
Just going scorched earth here,
I'll
man.
stop. Bills all day.
Well, I will agree with you there. 12-5 last year. I say another 12-5.
Seems reasonable.
But winning the key games that they must win when they need. And Josh has got to happen this year, boy. He has made statements of that he feels terrible, that it's his fault that McDermott is not there. It's all my fault, quote unquote, is what he said.
What a gentleman.
Well,
So what?
it wasn't those 13
So how do you feel about the Patriots season this year? What do you look at them as far as their? I mean, you're on the Bills. Win-loss goes down. Yeah.
14-3.
They had 13 wins last year, I believe.
14-3.
14 wins last year.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
sure. You played a
I
Raiders
think
10 times.
they'll have some regression in my they're not going to sneak up on anybody this year.
There was some sneaking up last year.
Especially
there
at
was
the beginning of the year.
Yeah, because they were projected.
Question marks.
No sneaking around.
No, not this time.
No ninja stuff.
Over to the AFC North. You went first with the East?
Yes, I did.
I'll go first with the AFC North, and we alluded to last week's show. I'll do it again.
Mm-hmm.
I believe in one Joe Burrows. 6-11 last year, mainly due to their defense or lack of. So I'm looking for them to bounce back and go the other direction, 11-6. Now they got the Steelers, the Browns, and the Ravens.
Yeah.
Ravens are another team that's kind of flipping and flopping.
Hard to root
Eight,
not
nine
root
last
bet against them. It's hard to bet against the Ravens.
Yeah.
And then who are they? Who do they get to play in the NFC?
In the South,
Oh, wow.
They will go to the NFC South there.
That seems like a treat. That seems like a cupcake or a little dessert. Okay, so you like the Bengals, and you want to say anything more about why beyond Burrow and their defense improving, and that's
good enough.
That's good enough for you.
Joe is going to carry them.
Yeah, because I mean we'll eliminate the Browns. I think that's safe to say. I don't think Shador is going to come out and shock the world, and Garrett's gone.
By the way, did we, just on a side note, we find out about Dylan Gabriel? Anything? I mean,
I think again,
name does not pop up at all.
he's on a milk carton.
I don't get it. I don't get it. Yeah, and it shouldn't be because come on, Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we eliminate them. Now we're
Right.
looking at the Steelers, the Ravens, and the Bengals, and then people want to eliminate the Steelers because Aaron Rodgers is elderly. And they have some issues. They got some old. They're kind of like the Niners of the AFC, where they got a lot of old defensive players on big contracts,
Right.
and so injuries come into play with older players, and big contracts hurt the rest of your team. I don't want to eliminate them yet. I don't know about the Ravens. I don't know. I like
8-9 last
Kind
year.
of like the Bills. New coach, new fresh start.
Minter, okay.
Defensive coach from the Chargers, so that's good. They need defense. Lamar should bounce back. I don't know what happened to Lamar last year. He must have been hurt
Because otherwise, he's so dangerous. Otherwise, so I don't want to bet against them. I'm a Burrow guy too, but I can't count on their defense. So I'm actually going to eliminate the Bengals and, believe it or not, put my pick between the Steelers and the Ravens.
The Steelers won it last year. They won that division last
10
year.
and 7.
But it took a series of events for that to happen that really helped them out. And I don't think the Ravens are going to have the injuries, and I think Lamar's going to be healthy. And I'm going to pick kind of the obvious pick other than the Bengals, which is the popular pick because people love Joe Burrow because he's such a gentleman. But I'm going to go with the Ravens. I'm going to go with a bounce back here for Lamar. I'm going to go with they got a defensive head coach, which they need. I'm going to hope he knows how to call a game because these things matter. It's hard to pick a team with a rookie head coach because it's a way different job. It's a way different job than being a coordinator. It's there's a lot more going on. But I'm gonna go with that a little bit on the limb. I think I'm gonna go out and take a little bit of a edgy pick. I don't know if they're favored with the division, but I'm going with the Ravens.
Boom. There you go. Ravens and Johns. 8-9 last year. What do you think? Double digits this year?
11 wins. We'll
11
get that
wins.
division. It's gonna be a tough division, but they are playing the NFC South, so maybe 12 wins. Give me 12 for the Ravens. 12-5.
All right, then we move on to the AFC South versus the NFC East.
The best conference ever. NFC East. Yeah.
Against
I go
one of
first
the
this
worst.
time.
Yeah.
Me
Yeah.
first. Me
Yeah.
first.
Colts, Texas, Titans, Jags. 8-9 for the Colts, 12-5 for the Texans, 3 and 14 for the Titans, and 13-4 for the Jags.
This one's going to be kind of easy for me. I'm going to do it real quick. I'm not going to take up too much of your oxygen. It's going to be the Jaguars only because I love Coach Steichen, but I don't know if you can count on Daniel Jones, first of all, to stay healthy. He's good. He's good now. I heard he's good already.
Right?
Perfect injury, ready to play. Had a phenomenal first half of the season. It's not just him staying healthy; it's him staying good. It's one thing to start the season well, but to end it well, playing well, I don't know yet.
Well, everything's pointed in the right direction. He's had a very good couple of opening preseason weeks.
Yeah,
They signed Jonathan Taylor.
I love Jonathan Taylor.
So everything's
Offensive
pointed
line
in the
is
right
strong,
direction there.
defense is strong, but I like how the Jaguars finished the season. I like Liam Cohen, the direction he's pointing towards the head coach, gaining confidence, gaining maturity, wisdom, decision making. Again, when to challenge a play, when to call timeouts, game management. You know what I mean? When to shift strategies. That's the head coach's job.
You got that confidence in Trevor.
I do. I think all arrows are pointing upwards for him too. Not the best game in the tournament, but he had some great moments in it. The 2 turnovers, I believe. But I believe in the Jaguars just because I can't count on Daniel Jones. I believe in Trevor more than Daniel Jones. And I'm going to take Cohen as an up-and-coming coach, even though Coach Steichen loved him as a Cowboys. I'll take him as a coach any day. He's one of those guys where I would take any day of the week.
Well, I'm going with the winners of last year, 12-5 Texans. And everybody, when you say I'll go with the Texans, C.J. Stroud. But I believe he'll have a bounce back here as well. They've got a lot of tools there. They've got a very, very good defense. Okay.
Terrific defense.
So I will go with them for an additional 11-6.
And I don't have a strong argument against that. I just
Honestly forgot about them, but their defense to me when it was at its peak and healthy was the scariest defense in the NFL, even more so than the Seahawks when it was doing its thing. So that's a huge thing.
They were keeping the Texans in the game.
100%. And I love their coach too. I think he's terrific.
Yeah.
I think he's so calm and he really keeps things moving in the right direction. So I question myself on that one. That's a good pick, G. I think you're going to get me on that one, probably.
The last one we've got the AFC West
juicy.
against the NFC West. Chargers 11-6, Chiefs 6-11, Raiders 3-14,
Broncos 14-3 and winners of division.
Who goes first on this one? I go first? Okay. Whew, this is tough. This is a juicy one. It's like, okay, so first off, my first question to myself is, am I going to bet against Patrick Mahomes in back-to-back years? That's the first question I have to ask myself, and then I go, ooh, who's he going to throw the ball to? Because it matters. I mean, he's not so great. Michael Jordan it was him against the hoop. It didn't matter. And he needed help and stuff, but you got to have somebody to throw the ball to, and I question, who that's going to be because that was a problem last year. I think he ran more last year than he did ever
City, boy.
in his life, and rushing yards forward too as well because he had to help them win games, and they didn't win a lot of games last year. They didn't win a lot of games last year, and not a lot of additions. The Kenneth Walker thing, hey, Super Bowl MVP, you add him to your team. Is that really going to push him over the top offensively? So I'm not confident in the Chiefs being able to reclaim that division. So then it comes down basically to I'm not going to, good luck to the Raiders in that situation. I'll be watching them closely. Interesting coach. When does Mendoza play? We talked about that. I'll be watching them.
I want to see how good Kirk Cousins can do with that offense, but they're not in it either. So it comes down to the Chargers and the Broncos for me. And I'm going to kind of pick the easy pick here and look at the Broncos with a healthy Bo Nix coming back and feeling like unfinished business and snake bitten. No fair. It's not fair that Bo Nix, had that horrific injury at that point in time.
There you go, man.
In the overtime, in the win, ready to go on, take on the Patriots to go and lose to the Seahawks. Well, yeah, so I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt and go with the Broncos and Peyton and the addition of Jalen Waddle. They didn't really lose much on defense. I like their schedule. I like their toughness and grittiness, so I'm going with the Broncos.
Well, I will go against that
Pick and go with the Chargers at 11-6 again. I believe that Herbert.
Our Bear,
Yeah.
I think he's definitely primed, ready to make it happen this year. They've come so close year after year after year. Sharing that stadium with the Rams, they would rather be that team in the Super Bowl. Okay.
Or they could meet each other. That'd be fun.
There you go.
Yeah, and so you're putting some faith in Mike McDaniel, not having to be a head coach, but going back to being the offensive coordinator genius. You're putting some faith in there, and they're putting faith in Omario Hampton being healthy all year, which he will be a massive weapon. And they meaning the Chargers lost Rashawn Slater and Joe Alt last year at some points. Two of the best linemen in the league they didn't have. So I see where you're going there. I'll just point out both of us just not even really considering the Chiefs as a little disrespectful.
Yeah, well.
Hey, look at us. Disrespectful.
Coming
guys.
off an injury, too. He says he's 100%.
I like your pick there, too.
That's going to wrap it up for this edition of Coulda, Shoulda, Woulda. Now,
Lightning
next
round.
week, we're going to have a lot more fodder to talk about because of the aforementioned all the different ball games.
Yeah.
6 Thursday games this week, 3 Friday, 7 Saturdays. So we'll definitely have some items to converse about here on Coulda, Shoulda, Woulda. Don't forget now, sports@naleo.tv, question, comments, whatever you may deem necessary to send on to us. We'll look forward to seeing it.
100%.
Once again, my name is J.E. Orozco.
I'm John Henry.
We're bidding you a fond aloha. Thanks for watching.
Ahoy ho!